This Bert.
Bert, this is Tami Buckmaster. I have a question. The wholesale power transmission cost calculation that you sent me, all you sent me was a copy of the BTU bill.
Mm-hmm.
Is it strictly based on what the BTU charges us?
What do you mean? The transmission?
The wholesale transmission charge calculation.
No. Part of it is energy charge. Part of it, well, that's on the bill. The TCOS is transmission and things. And Sandy, I gave Sandy the calculation for the TCOS charges, and she should be sending that to you.
Oh, okay. I thought the BTU bill was all I was getting.
Well, the TCOS calculation is what we're sending you now. It just showed the TCOS on the bill. It didn't show you how it was calculated. That's going to show you how it's calculated. So
the TCOS charge comes off of the BTU bill as well?
Yes.
Okay, so that whole...
everything comes from BTU bill.
Okay, that whole wholesale calculation comes off of the BTU bill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then here's my question. We were promised a decrease to compensate for
nobody promised you anything.
Okay.
We said there was going to be it. There was no promise crap.
Okay.
Don't start that crap with me.
Okay, I'll delete the word promise.
And while we're at it, you called us liars on Facebook. You ever call me a liar again, I don't know what I'm going to do. We did not lie.
Okay, I have a question.
Shoot.
Okay. If that wholesale calculation is calculated and taken from the BTU bill, how then are we going to get compensated for the increase in property taxes that the council said we were going to be compensated for?
It is figured in the rate reduction.
Where? It's not figured in the wholesale because...
No, it's not. It's not figured in the wholesale. It's figured in the retail.
Okay.
There's $100,000 worth. I bought the rate down by $100,000. In other words, our engineers figured out exactly what the rate would be based on how much revenue we needed minus the $100,000 that I'm taking out of property taxes. And then they figured out what the rate would be to generate that much revenue.
Okay, so our ordinance says that my residential rate is .0595 plus
correct.
This wholesale calculation.
Correct.
So how am I getting compensated for the the property tax?
Why would you be getting compensated for it?
How am I getting?
You're getting a lower electric bill. I bought it down by $100,000.
How is my rate going to be brought down?
I don't know.
Without a change in the ordinance.
We're not going to change the ordinance. All we're doing is lowering your rates. The ordinance is set like it is.
Ordinance tells you what my rate is going to be.
Right.
So you can't just arbitrarily lower the rate without...
The ordinance was written so that it wouldn't have to be redone every time there was a change in rates. That was done the last time there was a rate increase.
The ordinance was done the last time there was a rate increase, yes.
Yes, and they wrote it so that when there was a rate increase or decrease, we wouldn't have to change the ordinance. All we had to do is change the rate.
Okay.
It's all based on revenue. We need this much revenue to operate the city, right?
I understand what you're saying about the rate decrease. I hope that the rate decrease goes through.
What do you mean goes through?
How are you going to do it legally according to the ordinances that are already
if you don't think we're not being legal, we'll just take the ordinance back the way it was, or the rates back the way it was, and see how you like that. we're going to put the new rate in when we do the billing for December,
well, according
which is
to the
November's charges.
You really don't have any, if you don't change the ordinance, you don't have any control over it.
Well, sue us then.
Wholesale calculation comes from BTU.
Sue us.
If the reduction is at the BTU level, you don't have any choice but to give us the reduction.
Sue us.
You really want me to sue you?
Yeah, but you're going to have a hard time doing it.
How do you figure?
Well, you got to pay. My money comes out of the city coffers.
I see. Well, what
I'm saying is why are you looking a gift horse in the mouth?
Okay, I should just take whatever you're going to give me and just be happy with that.
Well, I would think so, because I'm being as honest as I know how. I have engineers and accountants figuring out exactly what the rates are going to be. I have no input in it other than this is the revenue we need.
You're absolutely right. You have figured out what the rates need to be, but you haven't taken the step of actually creating an ordinance to make them be legally enforceable.
Well, they're legally enforceable. How
are they legally enforceable? Because when my December bill comes out...
Hey, you need to hire you a lawyer and come after us that way, because I'm not going to argue with you anymore.
Okay, well, I will tell you this. I pulled my bills from 2017, and according to you, I was overbilled.
I don't understand that, so...
Well, I've got the BTU bill right here for, let's just say, August of 2017. And you can pull these for yourself if you want to. My bill.
I'm really not interested.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not interested in anything you've got to say.
Huh?
You are of no concern to me. I'm worried about the rest of the people in Bowie.
Okay.
You're a pain in the ass to me, so you know.
Well, I'll send you a certified letter, and then if that doesn't get a response, you'll hear from my attorney.
Okay. Good.